Hi guys, whilst on the live stream this afternoon I made mention of a flying saucer I built back in the 90s early, and I was saying how these space blanket, survival blanket I've got that I'm not going to use would look great on another flying saucer, and but I thought I sort of said I would build another one, and it's coming up to 7 p.m. now, and I said at 10 p.m. I would put a picture up on the community tab on how I'm doing. So I've got to crack on. So I've got to clear the bench and make this flying saucer thingy. So yeah, join me. This is going to be a scream, a quick one hopefully. Cheers. So I've just been out to the kitchen and drew up, well, let me explain first of all. I'm making it out of 6mm, 5mm foam board. It's basically the biggest disc I can get out of this, which is 60cm diameter, cut the foot. Stuck a drawing pin in the middle, a bit of string and a pencil, and just drew a circle. The other thing I've done is drawn a centre line, and a bit on the end, these are going to be the elevons. I need to construct a radio equipment bay on the top. The motor I'm going to use is this one. It's an Emax 2805, quite pokey little motors. I've got a receiver there. The ESC is in the other room. Cut the servos. I have to put bigger push rods on. The motor I'll have to mount on a ply plate. So these two servos can go sort of like that. Fuselage, shall we call it, has to be that thickness plus a little bit more. Together they're an inch. So if I make it like 1.25 inches. So I'll mount those on the elevons. It had a sort of a shark's fin on the top. The maximum height is going to be the diameter of that motor, 1.25 inches high. So the sides will be 1.25 inches high. Hot glue the servos straight onto the inside of the things that would save putting any bearers across or anything. I'll cut a couple of bits out then, cut the circle out. The sides will be like that. And then if I wanted to, I was just wondering about the motor, shall I hang it over the end? If I was to do that, I would really want the sides to come up a bit, which would be fine because the servos would be out still covered, and then the fin, which looks remarkably like a sort of nearly a quarter there, that would go in between, and so that would go there like that, and the push rods would go down either side. So I think to get a nice joint on the ply motor mount, I need to cut that next and then glue the sides together. The other thing I've done is I've removed the shiny paper, I think, because I thought I'd use white glue. I could use hot glue, but it's just such a mess. So what I think I'll do is cut the elevons off, and the other thing is, what shall I hinge it with? I was thinking of gluing the sides on, but I've gone off the line now. I'll have to wing it. Could glue it all together, but that's going to make covering a lot trickier if I've got to stand any chance of getting it to be covered. I've gone off the line again. If I'm going to stand any chance to, I'm more on the line that I drew just now. If I've got any chance of getting it to be, that looks nice. To get it to look nice, the silver needs to go on. The silver needs to go on before I stick it all together. Okay, now this build is supposed to be cracking on. It's 8:30. I need to design and cut a front former, don't I? Let's cut a front former though. I'm going to need that. Right guys, I've had an experiment covering the fin, and it's come out pretty good. You can't get the creases out, they don't stick down either, they sort of ride up slightly, but it looks okay, nice and shiny. I thought I'd practice on the small bits, and then when I get to the main disc, I'll be as expert as I possibly can be. Let's talk to the camera. I'm going to carry on doing the little pieces, and when I've done that, I'll come back to you for the main disc, which is going to be probably the biggest and most difficult part of the whole thing, but will look the most impressive. Great big silver disc. Well, not that big. Okay, back in a minute. Right guys, as you can see, dusk is falling and I'm ready to, I've done all the components, but I'm getting low on spray, so I'm going to have a go at the bottom part, see how we get on. Okay, here we go. A little bit sticking out the end I'm going to do separately. It's amazing how cold the foam is after you've sprayed the other side. Right, this is the bottom. And I've got most of the creases going up the way. Right, I'll just trim around the edge, and then I can spray the other side. Just like that. I'll have to make sure the aerial is external on this. Right guys, I'm just cutting out the bits that are going to be stuck on. Thought I would use white glue, just my ordinary building glue, to fuselage side. I'll probably hot glue the servos into position. Just thinking the title for this video, the flying video, if not this video, it's sort of obvious really, isn't it? The truth is out there. The fin will go here, like that. Very, very silver. Right, let's get back into the workshop. I've just mixed up a little bit of contact glue with lighter fluid to thin it down. I'm just running it on with the brush, and I'll go around in a minute and stick it down. So this is the edge that I left sticking up from the second side, because I didn't want to spray adhesive on there because it would have gone all over the good face. Okay, there we are. That is done. Okay, I think I'm going to glue the fin on right now. Just a case of lining it up on that centre line. Okay guys, we'll let that set and we can hinge the elevons, and I'll make a bulkhead up, glue, and it's nearly finished. Wow. I haven't glued the sides in yet. I haven't hinged the elevons, they're just sitting there. But I've got the front F1 former, which is going to go in there. I think I'm ready to glue on all the bits and pieces. So I've got white glue to go on down there, and I've got epoxy mixed up to go on F1 and on these sides. I'll put silver on that as well, it looks quite smart. Right, I want to sort of put that in there, pull it apart a little bit. Put a couple of weights on the top. Let that all set. Should be okay. Okay, good morning, good morning. We're going to have a look at this now. Oh, that's heavy. This is like the moment when you unpin a structure from the board. Okay. We'll remove these as well. Here we are. Crystal tape by Scotch. Oh, there we are. There we are. Not too obvious either. Glued quite well. I'll put a bit of balsa underneath them just to spread the load of the onto the foam. Okay, switch this, it probably cycled. Put the ESC on a bit of Velcro, got the wires out the way, and I'm thinking I might put a hatch on, not going all the way to the front to let a bit of air in, so I'll trim the length of it, but I'm thinking I'll put the satellite up there, up on the fin, and it'll look okay up there. And I'm also thinking of putting the receiver up on top of here, keep it out of the foil. So that's going to go on there. I'll just put some magnets on or something. And I've got these two rather lovely bulbous semicircles, which I thought I would glue onto there like that. And the receiver can sit inside somehow. I'll have to make it hollow. Then I thought that could go like that and looks a lot more streamlined. That's more cartoony, isn't it? But if I bend it like that, it sort of simulates a bubble more. I think that's big enough. Oh, good idea. How about if I stand it up like that? I might have to put it on a little platform so that is out above like that. Could even put a little bit of Velcro on there, look, just for it to kiss against and hold itself up. See how you just make things up as you go along. You can't think of what you're going to do until you come to do it. That's lovely. We'll let that set and I'll come back to it and then I can finish that off. Just wondering if I should hinge it with the same stuff I hinge the elevons. Okay guys, I've sanded it a little bit flatter and I'm just going to glue on some cardboard. Let's see if it works. So I should run a little bit of super glue along that edge. I don't know if it's going to have glue on it now. Okay, roll it on. Right, I've stuck a magnet on the inside there. I'm going to hinge it on this side. Interestingly, when I put the spray on, if I put it on really thick, it lifts the card. Okay, that's all right. Magnets always shut a little bit of a clunk, don't they? Like that. And then bring that back down, with that between the servo arms. Put it down like that. I can feel that squeezing. It's always going to feel a little bit wobbly because it's only a small surface area, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So there she is, guys. It's Wednesday today. I set myself the challenge on Sunday on the live stream, and there it is, ready to go. One UFO, bit of fun, isn't it? And we'll give it a test flight and see how she goes. I don't know how she's going to go, but just got to polish up this silver, make it nice and slippery. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the maiden flight of this one. Now I can get back on with the little round and pole models and get them going. But just for now, there's my UFO. We'll see how it goes. You never know, it might be really docile and I can fly it indoors. That would be a scream. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.